Welcome back to you, Munchkin. I appreciate you, and I know that you know this truth, but you're going to hear it again because you have to hear it. Bitcoin is diminishing. Yes, it is. You got to suck it up. You've had your time. No one has any right to cry. We've only had 2 years to be aware of this, 2 years to accumulate all the crypto juicy altcoin bags. And Bitcoin, if you really want. We've had so much time. No excuses. I've warned everyone. I've told everyone. They've liked, subscribed, belly button, and all. I appreciate every single one of you. You've shocking the family-friendly algorithm for the family-friendly show. You also deserve a bit of a pump, friends. I'm going to give it to you in about 5 seconds. But firstly, the last 6 years of Bitcoin were nothing like the first 8 years. Look at this. Look what we got, man. We got, starting from 2018, you got this 73%. You got, look at this. You got the worst year ever, which is 2018, followed by plus 95%, plus 300%. So that's a 4x, plus 66%, and then minus 65%. How disgusting is that? So you got the worst year ever, and then the second worst year ever, with the worst gains. Look what it was doing at the start. 99x, 15x, 2.8x, 5,500%, friends. That is a 56x on your money. Bang, bang, bang. But of course, honestly, everyone deserves it because this thing was the biggest Ponzi piece of trash scam that could have gone to zero. You deserve it if you know what I mean? It's like meme coin at this point. It is a meme coin. But you can tell the difference, man. Look at these numbers here. So things are happening and you got to be aware of them. It's not that it's bad. It's just that everyone's in. Everyone understands the tech. We all know. Oh, did you know there's a Bitcoin ETF? Oh, man. Really? I never heard of it. You know this Bitcoin ETF has been dangled in front of everyone like a little baby carrot. Everyone wants to eat for years and years and years and years. It's lost its power to attract emotional money compared to what it was doing at the start. So yeah, we're going to go up, but look, what's the difference? What's the difference between now and back then? Okay, back then we went up 3x, which is 200%. Now it's like, okay, we're going to go from, we're going to do like 20% move. You've lost like 90% of your gain ability. That makes sense because you need more bigger whales, bigger pockets to push it. I found also something interesting, right? So if we finish the year, if we finish this year about plus 100%, which 2x, more than that, I think it's got to be around 30K for the 2x, whatever it is. You got to remember, every Bitcoin halvening year is a minimum 2x. So if we go to 2012, 2.8x, 2016, 2.2x, and 2020 was a 4x. Wow. Think about that. 4x. That's crazy, man. That's because Bitcoin broke the all-time high at the very, very end. That's why. So we started the year probably like 7K. We'll think at 28K by the end of the year. I still remember we're breaking the all-time high in December. We ran a tiny bit early, I found like, but we paid the price for it later, isn't it? See, when you run early, when it runs early, friends, you get excited, but it means, uh-oh, the doom times are coming if you run early. So if 2024 is an up-only big move, don't think, oh, we're stronger than expected. No. What you should think is we are more expensive faster. Do you see the difference there? The people who think we are more expensive faster are going to win because they have straight backs, they're wearing their fluffy slippers, and they ate some grapes the other day. High in antioxidants. Or was that berries? You let me know. When it comes to these, the people who are skeptical win. Because you know everyone's in the game to make money. You know everyone looks at the same 4-year cycle. You know everyone knows it goes up only. And there's 3 green years, 1 red year. You know that. So you go, okay. There's got to be a move that psychs everyone up and then psychs them out. That's what we're looking for. Now, the hard part is you're going to get people saying, well, what about if a move comes to psych us out, right? Oh, that's why you didn't get everything out. Let it psych us out, friends. Let it psych us out. Hey, you want to give me a $200,000 Bitcoin? Do it. I promise you one thing. If Bitcoin goes to 200K, you don't get every altcoin going up 30x at the same time. It goes to 200K and then it stops and altcoins flush up. So you have a plan if you miss it. Don't think, oh, I'm going to miss it. Look, if I've already got the plan, friends. I've thought about this every day of my life, the past 2 years. If Bitcoin surprises to the upside, when it stops, what you do is, I know you're not going to like the answer, but this is what you actually do. You get your money, you take a portion of it, you put it in the strongest bull flag altcoins on leverage, and you get that final gasp up. That's right. That's what you do. This is what happened in previous cycles when it came to Ethereum. Ethereum did this, friends. Ethereum, it laid the playbook for everyone. What would happen? That's what would happen. You see this? This is it. This was Bitcoin breaking the all-time high. Look at this. You know, November 2017, Bitcoin was like up and up and up and up. Ethereum was not moving. This big triangle, bang. So if we're going to get that type of move, that's what happens. You get that final gasp up. Hey, go leverage. And you're right. Yeah, if it wants to do that to us, but it's not going to do that to us. Why? Luckily for you, I've got the cheat code here for you. And it's the truth, okay? People don't like seeing it, but it's the truth, okay? Why aren't we going to get that, friends? It's because 2017 was crypto crossing the chasm. It crossed the biggest part from visionaries to pragmatists. Visionaries were people like Roger Ver, Richard Hart, Da Vinci J15, Trace Meyer. All these greats of the industry, the early OGs, those people had a vision. They go, you know what? This is a better money system, but no one believes it. I believe it. Pragmatists. What's a pragmatist? It's someone who looks at the practical sides of things. They go, you know what? This is actually useful. Yeah, I see your vision now. From visionary, which you're basically a cuckoo, like scammer. That's what you are. Okay, they use the word visionary here. No, you're not. They call you a scammer, fraudster, illegal, illicit substance, injector, snorter, and everything else, okay? The pragmatists get in. Why? Because the number went up. You have John McAfee, rest in peace, talking about eating his willy. You have Tim Draper talking to government saying, hey, man, it's just a better money system. You have these people saying, it's actually better, man. We can do things better. We can raise money better. Ethereum ICOs. That's the most amount of people. You see this? That's the chasm. What do they tell us right now? They say we haven't crossed the chasm. I say, yes, Habib, we have. I'm sorry, we have, friends. Oh, we have. Yeah, okay. I wasn't in 2017 crypto either, but we've crossed the chasm. Michael Saylor is conservative. Elon Musk is conservative. Okay? Why does everyone think they're early? It's because they are early to other whales who just so happen to be the bug eaters. Goldman Slugs, Bank of Ants, JP Mosquito, Citybug, the ETF, Uncle Petey Schiff. They're the skeptics and the laggards. So just because you beat the skeptics and the laggards doesn't mean you're early, right? You know the tortoise and the hare? Like if you just beat the tortoise in a race by like a few seconds or a minute, that's not a victory. You understand? You do understand. It's a very harsh reality. These cycles, that's how they go, man. This is the technology adoption curve. Look, when you look at it on the surface, I mean, it makes complete sense. Why are we blinded? I know what we're blinded, friends. That's why I make the videos. Okay? We're blinded because of the freaking green candles and the hopium. Of course we're blinded because we're all biased. We're all long. Go speak to anyone on the street. They go, hey, I got this alternative money system. You do this, you do that. They'll be like, listen, man, I live in America, Canada. I live in UK's. I live in Australia, Dirt Island. I live in New Zealand. All right. I don't give a damn about your alternative money system. I want to pay this person for vegetables. And I want to get some Tic Tacs too. Let me pay it. I don't want to get up and log into my phone. What's his signature key? Got to memorize words. I don't give a damn. Get out of my face. I want to go home and watch the football. That's what they'll say to you. And you'll say, but sir, have you heard of the green candles? We're pumping. They don't give a damn. They just don't care, friends. They don't care, okay? So now you can see, right, we now have to convince the skeptics. You see what I mean? To go and speak to anybody out there. You now have to convince just conservative people and skeptics. That's how you know we're at the end of it. You're like, it's the people who like, listen, I don't care about your vision. I don't care about this scum, evil world of these trash Ponzi things. If your system is fast and quick, it's super fast, it's efficient, and it's cheap, and it's one button for me, I'll use it. If I got to press more than 2 buttons, I'm out. Get out of my face. Now, please. I'm going to go watch the football for real now. So that's what they actually say to you, friends. That's the conversations you're having out there. So you already know intuitively. You don't have to look at any indicators or diminishing gains. You go, wait a minute. That's exactly what people say out there. Right? So that's what it means, okay? So they're not saying, oh, crypto, this doesn't mean anything. If they don't know what it really is, or at all, they've never heard of it, that's visionary land. That means when they're literally looking at you like you're cuckoo. Right now, they look at you like you're super annoying. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, this system's not better. This system's not better at all. Right? I want to send you $5 on Ethereum. I can't. It's $6 for the gas fee, right? So that's why. But look, the hopium will still come out. We'll be smoking all that hopium, snorting it too. Because every Bitcoin halvening is still a 2x. It'll be interesting if we close the year. It'd be great, man. Imagine we close the year like 40K and then, or 30 to 40K, and then we do a 2x for the year. Now we're at 80, because this is the crazy part. That's actually my scenario. I said, well, how do we trap everyone? I know. We give an up-only 12 months. We make 2024 really great. And then maybe we sprinkle on a Donald Trump victory. And Donald Trump says, I'm getting rid of Gary Gensler. He's out. He's chugged way too much semen. The girls want a shot. Who's going to be bearish into 2025? There's nothing. There's nothing. You're like, wait a minute. Trump's back. The business tax rates are low. He's going to threaten the US Fed to cut rates. We've been through all the pain. Bitcoin halvening, ETF, talking about Ethereum ETF. Do you see what I've done, friends? I've just loaded up so much good news at the end of the year. And intuitively, we're like, okay, how can I possibly bet on 2025 being red? And that's precisely why people get ruined in markets in the washing machine, because they have leverage when they go through these. If you don't have leverage, okay, you just got to wait a couple more years. All right, so that's why I'm prepared for this. Are you prepared for it? We are. Because the last thing you want to do is walk into 2025 long, leveraged, relying on a green 2025 if everybody else is with you too. If everybody else is along the ride and we haven't rinsed them, remember I told you, friends, it's just too many green candles in a row. That's how the pain eventually does come. It's too many green candles in a row. You give us too many green candles in a row on the monthly chart, that's it. You've put in too many weak hands. The government can't rescue this, friends. Not the way it goes. So I still think these diminishing gains, it's super important to know. All right. It really is. And it also have Mr. Breezy asking, I've been in the space in a while. Do I invest in other markets? No, they're trash. They're so trash. It's not funny, friends. Wow. Bonds, poop. Bonds lose to stocks. If you are under the age of 40, you shouldn't have a single bond to your name. Not even close. Any 10-year period, stocks win. All right. So bonds suck. Equities are poop. Equities, sky-high valuations. It's the top 5 companies of tech. And friends, equities are a Ponzi, man. There's not enough weak hands rinsing. Okay? In equities, they don't let weak hands sell and then stay out forever. They don't. Which means when equities go up, they're like plus 7-8%. You see, that's the average. That's the average. If they let everybody get rinsed, they'll never do this, by the way, because you just keep getting a depression every freaking 20 years. Okay, unemployment rate 10%. It's literally mayhem. All right, if this happens, there's too much complexity is being added in the world that we can't assess all the risks. So the risk of these depression stuff, it gets worse and worse. Like, it's just too scary, right? But if they let it, you're going to be buying these lows. And then guess what? They let the market run its course up to the way on the way up. It doesn't stop. It goes up. You know what I mean? Those are bigger, nicer swings. Now, we still wouldn't play it because crypto is infinitely better, but I'm giving you an idea of what happens. They use the Keynesian system now. So every time there's a crash, they print money and it just goes up like this. V reversal, okay? Instead, if they do the Great Depression, they're like, okay, see you later, you're dead for 4 years. They don't do that. So that's why still equities are inferior. Crypto is just still too good. Now, commodities, I guess if you want to punt silver, gold, you can do that. But still, they're inferior to crypto. Really inferior. Real estate. Real estate's in complacency. You know it's in complacency. Rent through the roof. Property prices still high. It takes a long time to turn. People are in denial. And the nail in the coffin is unfortunately that the US Fed has told everyone, hey, guess what? We've got to reset your house prices. They literally said that in 2022. No one paid attention. Why? Because they're still drunk off the euphoria of real estate going up only as a Ponzi. You see? So I know I've summarized all of these, yes, because crypto's got a lot of volatility. You know, the big positive thing about them is like you can't lose 90% of your money in any of those. We know, man. You go down 95% all the time in crypto. It's not like, oh, it's that one dude. No. Everyone, man. You want the upside, you're gonna get that. People in Bitcoin and Ethereum say, no, I didn't get that. Well, guess what? Bitcoin's in your 4th cycle. Ethereum's the 3rd cycle curse now. You are going to feel the wrath of lower volatility on the downside. There's wrath there too. You don't get nice juiciness on the upside. So that's my answer, friends. Everything's about to get crushed from the high. It is. That's what I love. I mentioned it right here. Crypto already cleansed everybody. We've only got the break-even people left. It's the only people left. We still got to cleanse them. Stock market people, friends, stock market people, and real estate, they haven't even began to cleanse people who have been down for a year, 1 year. Just imagine what's going to happen if they slide every single year. Real estate slides, stock market is ranging for like the next few years. Like it's just, if they want to get out of that scenario, they've got to print money and pump up bags anyway. So there you go. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, and all. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget, Bitcoin diminishing gains. We are ahead of the curve. Tell mum and dad they've got to be ahead of the curve too. Catch you soon.